What if I told you that the world's first billionaire left behind a business blueprint that guarantees success when applied correctly? King Solomon, known as the Bible's ultimate entrepreneur, built an empire worth billions in today's currency using 4 specific business models that never fail. While modern business gurus change their strategies every few years, Solomon's methods have created wealth for over 3,000 years because they're backed by divine wisdom rather than human schemes. Today, you'll discover the exact principles that transformed a young king into history's richest man, and learn how to apply these same God-backed strategies to build unstoppable wealth in your own life. When King Solomon inherited his father David's throne, he could have asked God for anything. Military might, long life, or personal fame were all within reach. Instead, Solomon made the most strategic business decision in biblical history. He asked for wisdom to lead and judge God's people effectively. This single request unlocked a divine business blueprint that transformed him into the wealthiest man of his era. God was so pleased with Solomon's selfless request that he granted both wisdom and riches beyond measure. The Bible records that Solomon's annual income reached 666 talents of gold, equivalent to billions in today's currency. But this wasn't luck or coincidence. It was the direct result of applying God's business principles. Solomon understood that true wealth flows from divine wisdom, not human schemes. His prosperity came because he aligned his business practices with heaven's values. The foundation of Solomon's success rested on 4 core business principles that never fail. First, he prioritized wisdom over quick profits, investing in knowledge and understanding before making major decisions. Second, he built businesses that served others, creating value for entire nations rather than exploiting people. Third, he established systems based on justice and fairness, ensuring long-term sustainability over short-term gains. Fourth, he maintained his connection to God through regular worship and thanksgiving. These same principles work today because they're rooted in unchanging spiritual laws. When you prioritize wisdom, serve others genuinely, operate with integrity, and maintain your relationship with God, you tap into the same divine favor Solomon experienced. Modern entrepreneurs who apply these biblical principles discover that their businesses become unstoppable forces for good. Solomon's blueprint isn't outdated. It's the timeless foundation for building wealth that honors God and blesses humanity. Solomon's first business was selling wisdom itself, creating a consulting empire that attracted world leaders. The Queen of Sheba traveled thousands of miles just to hear his insights, bringing gold and precious gifts as payment. Kings and rulers lined up to access Solomon's divine intelligence, making wisdom his most profitable export. He didn't just possess knowledge, he packaged and delivered it in ways that transformed entire kingdoms. This wisdom industry became the foundation for all his other successful ventures. The Bible records that people came from every nation to hear Solomon's wisdom, and none left empty-handed or disappointed. He solved complex disputes, provided strategic counsel, and offered insights that prevented wars and built prosperity. Every consultation generated massive value for his clients while establishing Solomon's reputation as the go-to authority. His wisdom wasn't theoretical but practical, delivering real results that justified premium pricing. This created a self-perpetuating cycle where success stories attracted even more high-paying clients. Solomon understood that wisdom multiplies when shared, unlike material goods that diminish when divided among many people. Each piece of advice he gave increased his reputation rather than depleting his resources. He invested time in studying human nature, observing patterns, and seeking God's guidance through prayer and meditation. This continuous learning process ensured his wisdom stayed fresh and relevant to changing circumstances. His consulting business required no inventory, had minimal overhead, and generated pure profit. Today's entrepreneurs can follow Solomon's model by becoming the go-to expert in their field through continuous learning and divine guidance. Package your knowledge into valuable solutions that solve real problems for people willing to pay premium prices. Build your reputation through consistent results and testimonials from satisfied clients. Like Solomon, make wisdom your first business and watch how it opens doors to unlimited opportunities. Solomon transformed Israel from an isolated kingdom into a global trade powerhouse through strategic partnerships. He formed alliances with King Hiram of Tyre, gaining access to skilled craftsmen and rare cedar wood. Together, they built merchant fleets that sailed to distant lands, bringing back gold, silver, and exotic goods. These partnerships multiplied his wealth because each ally contributed unique strengths. Solomon understood that collaboration creates exponential growth beyond individual capabilities. His partnership with the Queen of Sheba opened new trade routes throughout Africa and Arabia. Rather than competing with neighboring kingdoms, Solomon created mutually beneficial relationships that enriched everyone involved. He shared his wisdom and resources generously, building trust that lasted generations. These alliances protected his trade routes and ensured steady business flow. Divine favor accompanied these partnerships because they were built on fairness and mutual respect. Solomon's marriage to Pharaoh's daughter secured Egypt as a trading partner, giving him access to African markets. He established commercial agreements that created win-win scenarios for all parties involved. His reputation for wisdom and integrity made other rulers eager to partner with him. These relationships generated passive income streams that required minimal ongoing effort. Smart partnerships became his pathway to unlimited expansion possibilities. Modern entrepreneurs should seek partnerships that complement their strengths while covering their weaknesses. Choose partners who share your values and commitment to ethical business practices. Build relationships through genuine service and mutual benefit rather than exploitation. Like Solomon, let divine wisdom guide your partnership decisions for supernatural success. Solomon built the most magnificent temple in ancient history, establishing himself as the premier construction contractor of his era. This wasn't just religious architecture, but a massive business venture that employed thousands of skilled workers and generated enormous economic activity. The temple project required 7 years and showcased Solomon's ability to manage complex logistics, international supply chains, and diverse workforce teams. Kings from distant lands commissioned him to build similar projects after witnessing his exceptional craftsmanship and organizational skills. His construction empire expanded beyond religious buildings to include palaces, fortified cities, and advanced infrastructure systems throughout Israel. Solomon built storage cities, chariot cities, and strategic fortresses that protected trade routes and enhanced national security. Each project demonstrated his mastery of engineering, design, and project management, while creating lasting value for generations. These infrastructure investments generated continuous revenue through increased trade, tourism, and regional development opportunities. The construction business became self-sustaining as completed projects attracted new clients and higher-value contracts. Solomon employed cutting-edge building techniques and imported the finest materials from around the world, establishing quality standards that competitors couldn't match. His reputation for delivering projects on time and exceeding expectations created a waiting list of wealthy clients willing to pay premium prices. Today's entrepreneurs can apply Solomon's infrastructure model by building systems and assets that create long-term value rather than quick profits. Focus on quality, innovation, and customer satisfaction to build an unshakable reputation. Like Solomon, Invest in projects that serve communities while generating sustainable wealth for your business empire. Solomon revolutionized agriculture by creating the world's first industrial-scale food production system that fed his massive kingdom efficiently. His daily provisions included 30 measures of fine flour, 60 measures of meal, 10 fat oxen, 20 pasture-fed cattle, and 100 sheep. This required sophisticated farming operations, livestock management, and distribution networks that employed thousands of people. Solomon understood that controlling food production meant controlling wealth, security, and population growth throughout his territories. He established agricultural districts with specialized managers overseeing grain production, cattle ranching, and sheep farming across different regions. Each district focused on what grew best in their climate and soil conditions, maximizing efficiency and yield. Solomon implemented advanced irrigation systems, crop rotation techniques, and breeding programs that increased productivity beyond anything previously achieved. His agricultural empire provided food security for his people while generating massive export revenues from surplus production. The food business became Solomon's most stable income source because people always need to eat, regardless of economic conditions. He created value-added products like wine, oils, and preserved foods that commanded higher prices than raw commodities. His agricultural operations included processing facilities, storage systems, and transportation networks that controlled the entire supply chain from farm to consumer. Modern entrepreneurs should consider food-related businesses because they serve essential needs with built-in customer demand. Focus on quality, sustainability, and innovation to differentiate your products in competitive markets. Like Solomon, build systems that create abundance while serving your community's fundamental needs for long-term prosperity. Solomon cornered the luxury market by creating products so exquisite that only kings and queens could afford them. His throne, made of ivory and overlaid with pure gold, became legendary throughout the ancient world. He crafted drinking vessels, shields, and decorative items from the finest materials, establishing Israel as the premier destination for luxury goods. Wealthy rulers competed to own Solomon's creations, driving prices to astronomical levels while building his reputation as the ultimate luxury brand. His luxury business operated on scarcity and exclusivity, producing limited quantities of extraordinary items that maintained their premium value. Solomon employed the world's most skilled artisans, paying top wages to attract talent that competitors couldn't match. Every piece bore his signature quality and attention to detail, creating collector items that appreciated over time. This strategy generated enormous profit margins because luxury buyers focus on prestige rather than price considerations. Solomon's luxury empire extended beyond physical products to include exclusive experiences like royal banquets and entertainment events. Foreign dignitaries paid handsomely for invitations to his legendary feasts, where they networked with other powerful leaders. These gatherings became marketing opportunities that showcased his wealth while generating additional business relationships and partnerships. Today's entrepreneurs can apply Solomon's luxury model by focusing on premium quality rather than mass production. Create products or services that solve problems for affluent customers willing to pay premium prices for exceptional value. Build your brand reputation through consistent excellence and exclusive positioning like Solomon's timeless luxury empire. Solomon built the ancient world's most sophisticated transportation network, controlling both land and sea trade routes that connected 3 continents. His fleet of ships sailed to Tarshish every 3 years, returning with gold, silver, ivory, apes and peacocks from distant lands. He established strategic trading posts along major routes, collecting taxes and fees from merchants while providing security and services. This transportation monopoly generated passive income as traders paid premium prices for safe passage through Solomon's protected corridors. His logistics empire included thousands of horses, chariots, and skilled drivers who transported goods across desert and mountain terrain efficiently. Solomon maintained 40,000 horse stalls and 12,000 horsemen who operated his land-based shipping network. He built roads, bridges, and supply stations that reduced travel time while increasing cargo capacity. These infrastructure investments created competitive advantages that competitors couldn't replicate without massive capital investments and years of development. The transportation business became increasingly profitable as trade volumes grew, and Solomon's reputation for reliability attracted more customers. He offered premium services like armed escorts, insurance coverage, and guaranteed delivery schedules that justified higher pricing. Smart route planning and efficient operations allowed him to undercut competitors while maintaining superior profit margins. Modern entrepreneurs can apply Solomon's transportation principles by focusing on logistics, efficiency, and customer service in any delivery-based business. Build systems that move products or information faster and more reliably than competitors. Like Solomon, invest in infrastructure and technology that creates sustainable competitive advantages in your chosen market niche. Solomon transformed entertainment into a profitable business by hosting legendary events that attracted wealthy visitors from around the world. His royal banquets featured exotic foods, rare wines, and spectacular performances that became the standard for luxury hospitality. Foreign dignitaries paid enormous sums for invitations to these exclusive gatherings, where they networked with other powerful leaders. Solomon understood that people would pay premium prices for memorable experiences that enhanced their social status and business connections. His entertainment empire included musicians, dancers, singers, and storytellers who performed at private events and public celebrations throughout his kingdom. Solomon employed over 4,000 musicians and created the world's first professional entertainment industry with standardized performances and quality control. These cultural events generated revenue through ticket sales, merchandise, and sponsorship opportunities while building national pride and international reputation for excellence. The hospitality business extended beyond entertainment to include luxury accommodations, fine dining, and personalized services for visiting royalty and wealthy merchants. Solomon's palaces functioned as high-end hotels where guests experienced unparalleled comfort and service. His staff provided concierge services, guided tours, and cultural experiences that kept visitors returning and recommending his hospitality to others. Today's entrepreneurs can monetize entertainment and experiences by creating memorable events that people value highly. Focus on quality, uniqueness, and customer satisfaction to build a premium brand in hospitality or entertainment. Like Solomon, understand that people will pay generously for experiences that make them feel special and connected to something extraordinary. Solomon pioneered advanced technologies that gave his kingdom unprecedented competitive advantages in trade, agriculture, and construction industries. He developed sophisticated water management systems, including underground cisterns, aqueducts, and irrigation networks that sustained his growing population and agricultural operations. His engineering innovations included advanced metallurgy techniques for processing gold, silver, and bronze that produce superior quality products. These technological breakthroughs allowed Solomon to dominate markets through superior efficiency and product quality that competitors couldn't match. His innovation empire included research and development teams of skilled craftsmen who continuously improved existing processes and invented new solutions. Solomon invested heavily in education and knowledge transfer, bringing experts from different cultures to share their specialized skills. He established workshops and training centers where artisans perfected techniques in woodworking, metalworking, textile production, and architectural design. This systematic approach to innovation created a pipeline of breakthrough technologies that maintained his competitive edge. The technology business generated enormous returns because innovations could be applied across multiple industries and scaled throughout his entire kingdom. Solomon's improvements in transportation, communication, and manufacturing processes increased productivity while reducing costs. He protected valuable innovations through trade secrets and exclusive partnerships that prevented competitors from copying his advantages. Modern entrepreneurs should invest in technology and innovation to create sustainable competitive advantages in their industries. Focus on solving real problems through creative solutions that add genuine value for customers. Like Solomon, combine wisdom with practical innovation to build businesses that stay ahead of competition through continuous improvement and breakthrough thinking. Solomon's business empire succeeded because it was built on 4 unshakable principles that transcend time and economic conditions. First, the wisdom principle meant seeking divine guidance before making major decisions and prioritizing long-term value over short-term profits. Second, the service principle focused on creating genuine value for others rather than exploiting customers for personal gain. Third, the integrity principle established fair dealing, honest communication, and ethical practices that built unbreakable trust with partners and clients. Fourth, the gratitude principle maintained regular thanksgiving to God and generous giving to those in need. These 4 principles created a business legacy that outlasted Solomon's lifetime and influenced generations of successful entrepreneurs throughout history. His reputation for wisdom attracted customers, his commitment to service ensured satisfaction, his integrity built loyalty, and his gratitude maintained divine favor. Together, these principles formed an unstoppable combination that guaranteed business success regardless of changing market conditions or competitive pressures. The legacy model proves that businesses built on godly principles become self-sustaining and continue growing even when founders step away. Solomon's influence spread throughout the known world because his methods created lasting value rather than temporary profits. His business practices became the gold standard that other leaders tried to emulate. Modern entrepreneurs who apply Solomon's 4 principles discover that their businesses become forces for good that generate wealth while blessing communities. Build your legacy on wisdom, service, integrity, and gratitude like Solomon did. These timeless principles ensure your business success will honor God and create lasting impact for generations. Throughout history, countless business empires have risen and fallen, but Solomon's 4 God-backed business principles remain as powerful today as they were 3,000 years ago. The wisdom industry, strategic partnerships, infrastructure development, and legacy-focused thinking create unstoppable wealth when combined with divine guidance and ethical practices. These aren't just ancient stories, but proven blueprints for modern success that honor God while building generational wealth. What would happen if you applied just one of Solomon's principles to your current business or career this week? Subscribe to discover more biblical wealth-building secrets that transform ordinary entrepreneurs into extraordinary kingdom builders, and share this video with someone who needs divine wisdom for their financial breakthrough.